Hey and welcome back to Monday Movie Hunting, the best way to start your week. Today is of course Monday as usual. I'm going to confess right away now, the Monday Movie Hunting clip is barely worth putting in. It's maybe 2 seconds and yeah, when I actually got to Sainsbury's, the people were stocking the shelves, so I thought, oh, I'm not, there was like 3 people all gathered around and they were kind of talking as well about something. And then I thought, oh, I'm not going to be able to get any footage at all. And then one of them popped off down like towards like the books a little bit to do something, and then because the others were talking to them, they were like, so I was like, all right, I'll get like a little clip, and it was like literally minuscule. But I feel like it's okay because I feel like Sainsbury's is always kind of the same. The movies are always kind of the same, so I feel like that bit's not really much of much. I don't know. I like that it's in there because it makes sense, but I don't think it always needs to be massively long. But let me know your thoughts. Also, I don't know if you guys saw last week, I put a comment. Originally in the video I said I was picking up 3 films. I then put a comment to say, oops, it's 2 because one of the films I was picking up this week I thought got moved to next week, which makes next week the craziest week in existence. But anyway, it got moved to next week. So I actually only picked up 2 films today. So we'll head to the 1 second, 2 second max Sainsbury's clip, and then in a flash I'll be back to tell you what I picked up. Let's go! I absolutely told you guys it was really short, like I wasn't over exaggerating. So of course today A Star Is Born came out. Ooh. This has Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga. I've heard fantastic things about this. I know everybody's been loving it, everybody's been raving about it, and I am looking forward to seeing this. I've heard that it's very sad though. It's got loads of 5 stars as you can see. It's got songs and performances not seen in cinemas as a special feature. It's got The Road to Stardom, Making A Star Is Born, and it's got music videos. The film is 136 minutes long, and it actually also comes with a digital copy, which is interesting because I do know that they are ending Ultraviolet, so interested to have a look at that and see kind of what platform it is and see whether it is Ultraviolet. And it's just that we're still in the summer, some have them, some don't stage. But yeah, I love this front cover, really, really cool. So yeah, really looking forward to that one. Let me know if you guys have seen it. And then the second film, oh, and also I got the last Blu-ray, the last one there. In the DVD section, they did have a £20 DVD version, which was a special exclusive or collector's edition, but they didn't actually have any there. So again, I couldn't like film it to show you guys because they'd sold out of that. This was the last Blu-ray, so I was really happy to get that because I definitely wanted it on Blu-ray. The next one is Night School. This is a comedy. It looks like fun. I really like Kevin Hart. I'm not sure what it is about him, but I just really do. I think he's funny. I think I first started to like him in Ride Along, and then now I was trying to pick up films with him in. So this looks like lots of fun. It has the extended cut and the original version. It has deleted scenes, alternate opening, and commentary with director, who is Malcolm D. Lee. It is 147 minutes. So yeah, just a fun comedy. I feel like I haven't had a comedy yet this year. Maybe I have and I'm just not thinking. But yeah, so I haven't had a comedy, I feel like, for a while. So I'm looking forward to this. Glad to break up some of the more serious films with that. I did watch 2 more Monday movie hunts at the weekend, but I'm still not on track. But it's okay because it's early in the year and that's fine. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to... Oh, I was going to put a clip at the beginning and I forgot. I'll film a clip for the beginning now. The thing is... Oh no, wait, I'm not going to do that anymore. Ignore me. I came up with a plan, which I've now changed. So it's irrelevant. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to head to the spreadsheet to see who guessed correctly. Now, I do have some shout outs for a couple of people who guessed the film that I was the 3rd film, basically, that didn't actually come out today. So let's go to the spreadsheet and see who guessed correctly, and then the 2 people who guessed the extra film. I'll kind of get into that a little bit later as well. And basically, I feel like I'm going to tell you one of the films that I'm picking up next week in this video, and then it just makes it a bit easier because it's a bit confusing. Anyway, let's go to the spreadsheet now. Okay guys, this week is an amazing week for the spreadsheet. So, people who guessed correctly, we have Rhino in a Suit, who is at the top of the sheet because their original username was Sam Gale, who was at the top of the sheet, so I just switched the username around. We have Alison, who is on 5, and Adam, who is on 5. We have David on 2, We have Ben also guessed correctly this week, and then we have Mark on 4. Matt guessed correctly this week. Oh, there we go. It was Mark who also guessed the other guess that was originally the one I was going to pick up this week, which was the Pokemon movie, which is now out next week. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later on in the video. But yeah, so well done, Mark, for that. That's really awesome because I thought it was coming out this week. So I was really pleased to see that that Mark had guessed that. We have Mac guessed correctly, Spooner Mum has guessed correctly and is on 5. Harvey is on 4. Noah, Paul and VHS DVD Previews Australia all guessed correctly this week. We have Wayne on 2. And then finally 2 new additions to this newer spreadsheet. We have Steve, Jay and Sky22 both guessed correctly this week. So I can't believe what a good little list we have. Kind of everybody on a roll. So I hope so much, like honestly, that next week doesn't ruin this whole spreadsheet situation, because next week is a very crazy week, so I've just really got my fingers crossed. Let's head to the other me to see what next week has in store. Okay, so well done if you guessed correctly. That is awesome. Oh, dropping them. These two. And of course, the 2 people off the top of my head, I can't remember. I feel like one of them was Mark and maybe the other one was Harvey. I don't know. I really don't know off the top of my head. So I know when I film the spreadsheet bit, I'll have it right in front of me and I'll be able to say confidently who they were. So basically, if you guys heard, the other film I was going to pick up this week was the Pokemon Power of Us movie. It got moved to next week. Literally the whole time it was this week, now it's moved to next week. The only problem I have with this, but I've realised retrospectively that it doesn't really make a difference, I suppose, but next week is such a big release week that it's insane. So I was like, oh right, it's moved. It was already a big release week and then Pokemon moved to next week and I was like, wow, next week is just literally taking over everything. But I even looked at the list for next week and I was like, right, okay, I need to kind of take one of these off the list. I need to narrow it down. But there wasn't like any that I really wanted to get rid of or narrow down. I feel like some of the movies in the beginning of the year, when there was less releases, I feel like if there was a load, I could have been like, oh yeah, I'll take that one off and pick up a later date. But all the ones next week I'm really excited about and I've been waiting for a while. So I was like, yeah, okay, it doesn't really make a difference that they moved and it's fine. So, now what I'm going to do before I say it, actually, I'm going to double check all the dates on Amazon. Let me do that first because I don't want to have any more confusion like last week. Let me just check. Okay guys, I've double checked and as of this moment, all the movies I've just checked are coming out next week. It's a big release day, it's an exciting release day, and some movies that I've been really feeling that this year's been missing so far, like those type of movies, I guess. So yeah, next week the guesses will be 6. I'm holding the camera in my other hand, so yeah, 6 guesses for next week. Which I feel like is going to be hard in a way, but I feel like maybe some of them are so obvious that it'll be okay. I'm really hoping that all of you can get all 6 right, but I'm going to tell you one of them. So one of the 6, so you only really have to guess 5, but still put the other one. It's like still guess 6, but I'll tell you one, okay? It's obviously the Pokemon movie, Pokemon Power of Us. I feel like that could have been the harder one. So I feel like now you know that one, you can write that one straight away, and then you can just write 5 more, which is crazy. There's a further craziness to next week. Next week will be a exciting, weird week. So there's the 6 movies, which you guys can guess down in the comments below. However, there is one other kind of movie which I'm also planning on picking up. It's the only thing that I could possibly drop off, but I have been looking forward to it. But because it's not kind of the same. It's not the same type of. I don't know. You guys would know next week when I show you, but it's not. I don't really class it as a movie, but I think maybe it is. Maybe it was on TV first. I don't know. But yes, there is this one other thing, that if you guess that too, you get a bonus point. You don't have to guess that. Now, if you guess that in with the 6, then you still get the original point, but then not the bonus point. Does that make sense? So if you guess technically 7 movies correctly, you'd get 2 points. If you guess 6 correctly, including, you know, no matter whether it's the one that I put aside or whether it's not, you will get a point. I hope that makes sense. I feel like it didn't really, but basically just guess 6 movies in the comments below, or if you think you know it, guess 7, and this week that's okay. I usually say not to overguess because that's not the right round, but I am actually picking up 7 things, but I feel like one, if I put it in with the whole lot, it would have caused trouble and cheating. And I do know that it's an excessive amount of movies, but that's because there's an excessive amount of movies coming out next week. It's really not my fault. And as I say, some of them have been moving days. I swear one of them was originally like the beginning of the month as well, and it moved, and they've all just moved to be on the same day, which, you know, if I would have been picking them up anyway, I suppose it doesn't really matter at which day they come out. But yeah, so next week will be a crazy week, so hopefully you guys will join in for that, and it will be lots of fun. We'll have lots to talk about. Do let me know if you have seen these movies. And yeah, I can't wait to see your guesses and everything like that. But for now, I'm going to end this Monday movie hunt here. I think it was a shorter one than usual, but I don't have a massive amount to say. But yeah, until then, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you then. Goodbye!